Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In this video, I will be going over pretty much the starter information that you need to know for rainy day and how to get around the server, stuff like that. As you can see, it's only in beta. It will officially launch on, I think it's, what is it? The 22nd at 12 p.m. CDT. So, yeah, exciting times are ahead. But the beta is public. You can join if you want and test out the features and get to know it a bit. Just note that not everything will be implemented during this beta, that things are still being ironed out for the final release. So as you can see, I am at spawn. So you can see Dungeon Master. So dungeons will be in game, they're just not finished yet. And then we have this really cool looking spawn over here. You can go and check it out. I'll have uh, the IP address in the description. I also have the Discord server for this and my Discord in the description. If you have any questions, feel free to DM me. Um, as you go over here, you can see that there is a little hologram that shows what to start off. You can go up here, and yeah, the spawn looks insane. But I'm assuming crates are over here. They're not implemented completely yet, so they're there. They just don't have the rewards yet. But anyway, first of all, we're gonna do /is create. Now I can't do that anymore because I don't want to, because I already made my end. But it will give you a bunch of different options between difficulties. I just went with the easy one because, well, you need to learn how to get started on stuff. And starting off with the hardest difficulty isn't always going to be the best for testing progress. So, I just went with easy. I'm pretty sure that the different levels of progression are just slowed down with the different, like, hardness of the islands you get. So, just like the resources you get in the chest. But, we're going to do /isgo to get to the island. As you can see, there is instant TP, which is very nice compared to Penguin and other servers, I guess. But your island will start out as a 10 by 10 square, and yes, there is no border visible. It's there, you just can't see it. It's been disabled in the resource pack. So, another useful command is just /is. It'll bring up this stuff. It'll say you're a solo island. You can see your invites, island upgrades, studies, livestock, warps, environments, settings, and permissions, and level. Now, I'm not too sure what 100% of everything does, but I have a decent idea on the majority of things. But we'll start off with studies, because you can think of these kind of as masteries, but much improved. So there's Earth, Underworld, and Void. You can see the various requirements to unlock them, and they are quite expensive, but seasons are expected to last 3 to 4 months, so you'll have plenty of time. So there's fish, wood, crop, ore, and mob studies. I'll go more into these in the future in separate videos. Maybe once the server actually launches and we're actually going on the first season. But you can just click through here and see all the different mobs. Not everything is implemented yet, so there's that. We have /skills. These, there's a bunch of like slaying, farming, fishing, mining, wood cutting, and you can see there's different points you can get, and with those points you can get different, like, I guess, abilities and stuff like that. So they're pretty useful as you go on. There's 3 different branches per, so it will take quite some time to unlock. Next we have weather. You can see weather over here. It's on the scoreboard. If you do /weather, it will bring up cloudy. Dana is nothing, noting that today will be cloudy, creating calm and overcast atmosphere. She mentions that the cloudy weather comes with a buff of increased ore spawn rate, and it brings up a timer of when this will reset. So ore spawns will be better today. So that's essentially what weather does. Next we have /shop. Pretty simple. Just all the different like spawners, blocks, items, all that sort of stuff. as you can see, if I go through here, stuff is relatively cheap compared to the other servers, but gaining money is much harder on this, which also slows progression, which is very nice. We have /skydust list, and basically what that is, you can look back at too, is Skycoins. It's essentially what that is. You can get the entity block and fish values. So just click through there if you want. I'm not going to, because this is just a short overview of what you need to know to get started. And then we have /eyes vault, and also eyes top. But this is essentially where you deposit blocks or items worth money. So as you can see, I could deposit my fishing rod for $5 worth of island value, and I'll go over there. And then you click on this chest to confirm. I'm not going to do that because I need my rod, even though it's not too expensive to get. Again, only $5. But there's a bunch of different blocks you can put in here. You can only put items that you can buy in here for now. And then if you do /eyes top. Okay, solo is working again. It wasn't working the last couple days, but it works now. So if you go up here, 4,000, 12,000. Here's a quick tip. If you have a bunch of moss, which only costs $1,000, and then if you mine a lot, which you should be, you'll get a bunch of diorite. Now you place that moss down in the center and surround it with diorite, and then bone meal it. You'll have infinite moss, and a stack of moss is worth 32,000. You can't sell it, but you can put it in for island value, and that's worth 32,000 per stack, if I remember correctly from the alpha test. So that's a good way to get island value. I don't know if that'll be changed because it's a little OP that you can just bone meal and then mine it up and just deposit it real quick. But I guess it could get boring over time. But well, that was just another rabbit hole that not necessary. So as you probably know, progression is much slower than the server that we came from. So Penguin, OP Blocks, and Neo Network, those are all very OP servers. This one is going to be very slow. Seasons will last 3 to 4 months, is what we've been told. And the server store, as you can see over here, Cloud Coins, is pretty much like gift cards, but it's kind of better. Like if I go over to the store, I go here, welcome, store. You can't get any of the ranks or anything yet, and you don't want to get any of these yet until the actual server launches. But this is where you get them. You can also earn them in-game from voting. Voting's not up yet either. That'll also be out whenever the server launches. And progress during this beta time will reset. Now this beta is going to last 6 days, and I already stated when the server was going to launch. So I will be streaming for that. I'm afraid if you saw my short stream yesterday, it was probably very lagging that because my internet was not having a fun time. But like right after it finished and crashed, it came back up. But I just felt like going over this. But yeah, expect to stream next Saturday for the launch of it finally. And then future plans on videos. If you have any video ideas that you want me to make, just let me know and I'll look into creating them because I am still learning, but I have a decent knowledge from playing the alpha test for 2 to 3 weeks. I can't remember how long it was, but it was around 3 weeks long. So I have a decent idea of what's going on, at least on this stage of progression. I will have to learn, as all of us will, later on once the more features come out, like dungeons and all that, the different biomes, or I guess worlds you could call it. But I will be creating tutorial videos, and I might look into doing some just videos on what I'm doing this day to kind of show progression and that sort of way, and they're just not all tutorials because that can get a bit boring to make over time. But also, hopefully we might get media again, hopefully. But we'll see what happens, not too sure. But I think that's pretty much it. Now I will be going, I might be making videos this week, I might not, it just depends on how busy I am. And I don't know if I'll make any tutorials, just because the fact that things will change will kind of ruin the tutorial for future use. and that's not a very fun idea to just waste time. But I think that's the end of this video. If you're new to this channel and come from other servers like OP Blocks or Neo Network, and you didn't see me on Penguin, welcome. If you like this video or this type of content, please consider liking and subscribing. And I will see you next video or stream. Bye everyone. Wonderful rest of your day.